Okay folks, let's see how we go with this. Got an interesting one, so let's see how this happens. Okay, let's see how we go with this. We got here a Nat Geo, National Geographic, or Nat Geo for short. I just call it a Nat magazine, and we're interested. We've got this beautiful spread. Wondering which side we're going to do. That's got the writing. This has nothing, but that looks better. But this looks better without the writing, so we're going to use this. So we're going to photocopy this side. So I'll just show it to you folks. It's actually a B5 and A5 in on almost a B5 vertically, or actually bigger than a B5, smaller, bigger than an A5, should I say. Oh, sorry folks, I'm just going to close the dock feeder on it. Hopefully it'll go down nicely. Yeah, that looks nice, except we got the edge of the page, but that looks like it's going to be the center there. Maybe we could enlarge it down a bit, and maybe we could try and push it up a little bit with the edge of the page. That can be, maybe I can push that up. Sorry folks about the bad camera work, so I'm just going to slide it up a little bit over the edge just to make sure we get it, and we're just going to enlarge it on the horizontal, should I say, not the vertical. I think we're going to stretch it on the horizontal, so we're going to make the horizontal, how big are we going to make the horizontal? We're going to make the horizontal 160, and the vertical will remain. I wasn't meant to do this one first because I normally do magazines at the end, but for some reason I forgot. But you know folks, it's nice to do things a little bit differently. So I normally have the magazine last in every 5 demos that I do, but this time I fucked it up. But it shows that I'm only human, and I wonder if we're going to enlarge it a bit further. But basically, I normally save the magazines for the last in the 5. So I don't know why I forgot to do this the usual way normally, but I'm a person, despite a person who has very strict, who often has very strict rituals in day-to-day living. There are times when I actually forget all about it. I don't know why that happens with my rituals, because I get into a real habit and I really drill myself into it. But there are some times when even making habits I forget, and I go against what I normally do, which is really odd, but that's something that happens to me. I do believe I have Asperger's syndrome, which explains the adherence to strict routines, but I've also got an intellectual disability as well, where I had a cord around my neck and I came out feet first when I was born, and I lost oxygen, and I do believe I've had brain damage. So maybe the low functioning parts of my brain, and it affects the memory, like the short-term memory and the hippocampus. So I do forget things easily, and I think that sort of competes against my Asperger's, which is the smart stuff. I don't classify the Asperger's as a major problem. It's more of an asset than a problem. It's the intellectual disability at birth that's really a problem. But let's see how we go with this. Anyway, that's come up looking a treat. I think now we can call this demo quits.